some news coming in right now that we've seen protests for the last 8 days, ever since the poster boy of terrorism, Burhan Wani, was killed last Friday. We have seen a number of protests, a number of people getting killed, more than 40, we believe. Let's go across to Nazir Masoodi, who has been tracking the developments out there. Nazir, is this fresh information regarding the fact that there could have been possibly terrorists who really used the face of terrorism, the protests out there happening, and hid between the protesters? Is this something that is emerging?
Well, this is what the police statement has been saying almost every day. In fact, yesterday they issued the statement saying there were a number of incidents where the militants took the shelter of these protesters and they carried out attacks on security forces. This is the police version, but we don't have any independent verification of these incidents. For example, at YARIPORA, police said that militants lobbed a grenade and fired on security force, in which one civilian was killed. But people were not ready to accept that, and after the killing of a civilian, which people say was killed in security force firing, they set on fire a Tahsil office and a Panchayat Ghar in YARIPORA. And there have been several protests, like in KUPWARA, where protesters were fired upon. One protester was killed, and several others were injured. And the security force and the police say their camps were attacked, and in fact an army post was attacked by the crowd in KUPWARA. So these are the police, information which we have been given all these days. As I said, there is no independent verification whether exactly that has happened or not, because we have not been able to go to those areas where exactly the major this violence has happened in last 1 week. For example, in Anantnag or South Kashmir, media has not, particularly the television channels, have not gone there to see exactly what exactly has happened, where there has been lot of arson and violence, where people have been killed, like 40 people have been killed so far in security force firing. Over 1900 have been injured. Yesterday, J&K government submitted a status report before the J&K High Court, which is hearing a public interest litigation, in which they have said 1882 people were injured in this security force firing, and 600 people have received pellet injuries. More than 125 have received bullet injuries. Around 1600 people are still in hospitals. So they have given all the details, but the situation is still grim. Now the government has now imposed, they have launched a crackdown on the newspapers, cable TV networks. They have been asked to suspend their networks. Well, the police say they have asked the cable networks to only suspend this Pakistan, not to show the Pakistani channels. But here the cable operators say that they have been asked to shut down their operations in Kashmir. They have not been given any written order, but yet they have been told to shut down all those cable networks. So Srinagar is without any cable TV these days. So are other parts of the valley. We don't know how it is going to serve the purpose of the government. Media was not there in Anantnag, in other parts of the valley where violence exactly happened. Will this media blockade, internet blockade, or the information blockade is going to help the government? We have seen the mistakes done by the earlier government in 2010 or 2008. Is the present government, PDP-BJP government, repeating the same mistakes? I spoke to the cable operators, head in Srinagar a short while back, where he said that government has told them to shut that services, operate these cable TV services, so they have closed them since yesterday evening. Well, no signal on your TV here in Srinagar, as cable operators have been asked to suspend their operations. Police have directed them. I am joined by Rumail Shafi, who is head of the operations here of the cable network in Srinagar. Mr. Rumail, tell me why you have suspended, why have you this shutdown?
It was actually last night around about 10:30 p.m. We got information from the police, and the police party get one of our managing partners from Naugam area, and me too joined him, and we were asked to shut down the cable operations. We don't get any written...
Police are saying that you have told you only to shut these PTV, these Pakistani television channels here.
No, we have not got anything in writing or anything like that.
What were you told?
We were told to shut down the cable. Yes,
completely.
We were told to shut down the cable.
So you are running the cable network in entire Srinagar and other districts. So that means entire Srinagar is without cable TV.
Presently, entire Srinagar district, Badgam, district Ganderbal, and half of Pulwama is completely out of cable this time.
So that because you are running them, you don't know about other cable operators.
We don't know about other cable operators.
So what is the reason? Any reason they have given?
No, we were not given any reason why we had to shut down. Basically, we had to follow the orders.
Okay.
Party came and told us to shut down the cable network.